For today's lesson, we're going to work on multi-step inequalities. SOL 8.5 states the student will solve multi-step linear inequalities in one variable algebraically and represent the solution graphically. By the end of this lesson, you'll be able to solve multi-step inequalities in one variable and represent the solution graphically, and also represent the solution of an inequality in two variables graphically. All right, so before we get started, let's look at what we need to know in order to solve inequalities. So what do we need to remember when solving inequalities? One of the biggest things that we have to remember when solving inequalities is when you multiply or divide by a negative number, you have to flip the inequality sign. All right. Now let's talk about the solution to inequalities. The solution to an inequality is the value or set of values that can be substituted to make the inequality true. Okay? All right, so now let's look at some steps that we need in order to solve multi-step inequalities. The first thing we always need to look for is to see whether we need to distribute. Then the next step is to combine like terms. Both of those are if necessary. The third step is to move the variable to one side. The fourth step is to solve. So you'll be solving your two-step equation here. And then the final step is to flip the inequality sign if necessary. All right, so let's take a look at the first example, just a brief review of a one-step inequality. So I have x minus 3 is less than 0. So I'm going to add 3 to both sides. And I get x is less than 3. On my number line, since I have less than, then I know I'm going to have an open circle at 3. And I need all values that are less than 3. So I'm going to shade to the left. All right, for number 2, I have 4 minus x is greater than or equal to 2 plus x. Again, when solving multi-step equations, I'm going to check for sorry, I had a little brain fart. I'm going to check to see if I have the distributive property. Then I'm going to check to see if I have to combine like terms on either side. And now I can see that I have to move the variable to one side of the inequality side. So I'm going to go ahead and subtract x from both sides. I get 4 minus 2x is greater than or equal to 2. I'm going to subtract 4 from both sides. I get negative 2x is greater than negative 2. Divide both sides by negative 2. And I get x. I get 1. Of course, since I divided by a negative number, I have to flip. So I get x is less than or equal to 1. So on my number line, I'm going to have a closed circle at 1, and I need all of the values that are less than 1. All right, now let's take a look at number 3. Number 3 has negative 4x is greater than 15 plus x. Again, I want to make sure I have my variable on the same side of my inequality sign, so I'm going to subtract. I'm going to subtract x from both sides. I get negative 5x is greater than 15. I'm going to divide both sides by -5. I get x on the left. I get -3 on the right. And I have to flip my inequality sign because I divided by a -5. So I'm going to have an open circle at -3, and I want all values less than -3. So I'm going to shade to the right. All right, so let's take a look at example number 4. I have 2 times 3x minus 5 is less than or equal to 4x plus 6. All right, to begin, I have to distribute 2 on to my 3x and my 5x, my -5, So I have 6x minus 10 is less than or equal to 4x plus 6. I'm going to subtract 4x on both sides to move my variable to one side. 2x minus 10 is less than or equal to 6. Add 10 to both sides. 2x is less than or equal to, 16. Divide both sides by 2. And I get x is less than or equal to 8. So I'm going to have an open circle on 8. A closed circle on 8. And then I want all values that are less than 8. I do realize for almost all of these examples, who are all shading to the left, that will not be the case all the time, but just for these examples that we did. All right, to test your understanding, there are 3 problems that you are going to solve and put your answer on Edgenuity. And then there is a critical thinking question that revolves around the solutions to inequalities that you are also going to put on the Ed Puzzle video as well.